Have you ever heard someone say it's raining cats and dogs or break a leg and wondered what on earth they mean? Imagine using these cool phrases naturally in your daily conversations. In this episode of the Duo Dialogues, explore 20-plus common idioms and expressions used by native speakers. Learn their meaning, usage, and how to use them naturally in different situations. Let's begin.
Have you ever heard someone say, like, it's raining cats and dogs, or maybe break a leg?
Yeah, and you just kind of stop and think, what does that even mean?
Exactly. So imagine actually using these cool phrases naturally, so they just become part of how you talk every day.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to unravel some language mysteries.
And today, we're tackling idioms and expressions. You know those phrases where the meaning isn't really obvious just from the words themselves?
Right. They're kind of like secret codes people use for, well, humor or emphasis, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. They add style.
Yeah.
So our mission today really is just understand a few common ones you can actually use in everyday life.
Okay, let's jump in. Practical stuff. First one, break the ice. What's that all about?
So picture this. You're in a room, maybe a party or a meeting, and things feel a bit stiff.
Awkward. Yeah.
Right, awkward. That feeling is kind of like the ice. So to break the ice just means doing or saying something to get past that initial stiffness.
Like telling a joke or something.
Could be. Or asking a simple question. Anything to make people relax and start chatting. So you might say, let's play a quick game to break the ice before we start.
Ah, got it. You're melting the awkwardness. Okay, next up, piece of cake. Sounds nice.
It usually is. It just means something is really, really easy. Simple to do.
So, like, if a test was super easy.
Precisely. You could say, wow, that test was a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Just emphasizes how easy it felt for you.
I like that one. Okay, once in a blue moon. Sounds pretty rare.
It is. Very rare. A blue moon itself is technically the second full moon in one calendar month. Doesn't happen often.
Right?
So the expression once in a blue moon just means something happens very infrequently. Like, I only eat fancy pizza once in a blue moon.
Makes sense. Paints a clear picture. Okay, and this one I feel sometimes hit the sack.
Huh. Yeah, that's a good one. It's just a casual, maybe slightly old-fashioned way to say you're going to bed, going to sleep.
Why sack, though?
Well, the idea comes from, older times when mattresses might have literally been sacks filled with straw or something. So you were literally hitting your sack.
Huh. Okay,
Yeah.
So you'd just say, man, I'm exhausted. I think I'll hit the sack.
Exactly that. Perfect.
These are great for just, daily chat.
Yeah.
But what about at work? Do idioms pop up in professional settings too?
Oh, absolutely. All the time. They can make communication more efficient there, too. Take in hot water, for example.
In hot water. Doesn't sound very comfortable.
It's not. It means you're in trouble, facing some kind of criticism or negative consequence.
Okay, so if someone missed a big deadline.
You might hear someone say, yeah, he's really in hot water with the manager after missing that deadline. It implies trouble is brewing.
Yikes. Okay. What about getting a team to agree? Is there one for that?
Definitely. You often hear on the same page.
Ah, yeah. Heard that one.
It just means ensuring everyone involved understands and agrees on something, like a project plan or a decision.
So in a meeting, you might say.
You might say, okay, before we move on, let's just quickly make sure we're all on the same page about these goals. It's about alignment.
Crucial for teamwork, absolutely. And ideally, deals should end up as a win-win situation.
That's the goal. A win-win situation is just an outcome where everyone benefits. Both sides or all parties involved get something positive out of it.
Like a good partnership.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This new contract is a real win-win situation for both companies. Everyone's happy.
These are super useful. Now, I think we had a little example of how these sound in, like, actual dialogue.
Yeah, just a quick one. Imagine someone says to their friend, hey, you look really tired.
Okay.
And the friend replies, ugh, yeah, I burned the midnight oil last night finishing this report.
Ah, burned the midnight oil, meaning worked really late.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Staying up late, working hard, probably using lamplight back in the day. It just sounds a bit more descriptive, adds a little color,
It really does. So, okay, quick recap. We covered breaking the ice, things being a piece of cake, rarity with blue moons, hitting the sack.
Then being in hot water, getting on the same page, finding win-win situations, and burning that midnight oil. Quite a few.
Definitely. And the key takeaway for you listening is maybe just to start noticing these and then maybe try one out. It's actually kind of fun. And it can make you sound, well, more natural when you speak.
It really can.
Yeah.
Just takes a little practice.
Well, thanks so much for exploring these idioms with us today. It's been insightful.
My pleasure. And yeah, just join us next time. We'll be looking into some simple tips for writing better messages, emails, texts, that kind of thing, both professional and casual.
Sounds great. Until then.